Welcome back again, my Africa people. This is the moment the Operation Dudula people want the court case against the illegal immigrant in South Africa. If you are illegal immigrant and you have not done proper documentation, carry your bag and baggages and vermouth wherever you come from. And I want to tell you that this my channel does not support any violent or hate speech in this channel. So drop your sincere opinion and how you think this illegal immigrant can actually do proper documentation to help them to stay in the country or back to where they are coming from.
He's from Operation Dudula to speak to us. He was in court, this morning. Thank you so much for your time. You were excited to hear that the matter has been struck off the roll. If you could tell us why exactly were you that excited?
Thank you very much, and greetings to your viewers. We are very happy and excited with the manner in which the court dealt with this matter. Because since they say that is an urgent matter, and the court says there is nothing urgent about this matter, because they said they should have brought it around July when we started doing this activity. So I want to add to say that these, I wish to say, are waste of time court cases. The court matters they bring to court, because these we see that there is a concerted effort to stretch the overburden justice system of South Africa. So that is a problem, and we are very concerned as Operation Dudula and much with the activities and the approach these NGOs are doing. Yeah. Well, yeah.
And, to keep an open mind, there is, of course, a possibility that now it would have to be Operation Dudula as well as the March and March movement that the forum comes after, because at this particular point, both ministers are seemingly off the hook for now. And I'm wondering, should that happen, would you be intimidated by this? Because they are quite adamant and committed to ensuring that they continue with this battle.
Yeah, let them bring it on. We are ready. We are not intimidated. We see these people are just wasting their time. And unfortunately, we are also very concerned with the manner in which they operate. And we're starting to suspect, because we are picking some elements of terrorism in their approach. Because if you look at how they start to come in the fore now, even challenging some constitutionality of some sections of the Constitution, especially the Immigration Act. Now we have a problem, because when we say we start to suspect them, that these people are funded by terrorist group, whether you're Al-Shabaab, ISIS, Boko Haram, they must disclose who is funding them so that we know what is their agenda. Because that's the suspicion we hold as Operation Dudula, because of the approach they do. They want to turn South Africa into a banana republic. These things happen because when you are not watching, when we are not looking, the country will be turned into a banana republic by their approach. May they please disclose, because there are many of them starting to take Operation Dudula and march to court, and even challenging and taking the ministers to court. In their approach now, you see that they are working very hard, and the energy they are showing to make sure that South Africa is ungovernable. This is a type of element that we see in some terrorist activities. That's why we say, may they disclose the documents that show who is funding these people, to an extent that they pay and employ such expensive lawyers to take these matters to court. That is our problem, and we are pleading with them to please make sure that we must know who is funding them.
So when you know who's funding them, what's going to happen?
Yeah, at least we know what is the agenda behind the people who are funding them. Can we see the faces of the people who are funding them? That's a big problem, because you can't advocate for such illegality in a country and then we don't know who is funding you. Which agenda are you pushing? We must know who is funding them, then we start to understand what is their agenda. That's a main problem now, because they advocate for illegality. They say even if a police officer, as Section 41 of the Immigration Act is saying that a police officer should stop and inquire the nationality of any person, but they are challenging the constitutionalization of that section. So that's the problem.
But when you speak of, terrorism and such organizations, do you have any evidence, though, to back this suggestion?
Yeah, as I'm saying that we suspect because of the manner they conduct themselves. Yeah. The manner they conduct themselves and the manner in which they advocate for illegalities. Such elements used to appear when there are activities by terrorist group. They want a country to be ungovernable, to turn to a legal, to a banana republic, so that they continue with their activities in that country. So we suspect, we hold that suspicion, and we will let go of that suspicion the day they disclose who is funding them.
All right, so we'll leave it there. Thank you so much for your time. That was Operation Dudula's.
President Ramaphosa. Dear Mr. President, when are you the last one to talk anything about Operation Dudula? When are you the last one to talk? When I actually President Ramaphosa, when are you the last one to talk, dear Mr. President, your dishonorable Mr. President? You re go bontshe maka ha o promise batho ba Alexander ka election kwana dintlo di ka dintlo tseo o ramaka Mr. President. There is nothing that you say erika itshepanya how you speak. When you lie, it's your native tongue. When you lie, Mr. President, Uklemona Johannesburg not so long ago, and you said that you are surprised by the state of the city. How many years have you been coming to Lutuli House to these meetings at ANC? And you act surprised because there was a G20 coming here. Now I mark at Ajwal and Tateramapos and Tateramak. Why mark at Ajwal the state of the city? How many years? Now you are targeting Operation Dudula. And say we cannot have a vigilante type a force like Operation Dudula. Operation Dudula is not a vigilante. Bayat samola o wena khulang o etsa le ba mui for our government ya how. Ya ditsotsi. Including you, Mr. President. How atholwa tšhelete ka tlasa matrasi a how? Is it not a political hot potato for you? Who told you matrasi? How? A foreign money under mattress in your own house. Who are you, Mr. President? And then when you say that a vigilante force that targets, that do illegal, that do illegally target other people. How about who are the illegal foreigners? And then you say they're trying to divide our people on the continent. We are not trying to divide anyone on the continent. This is South Africa. Don't make South Africa as if it is a continent. Mr. President, it shows you are not our president. When you are not a president for South Africa, when I party how you are going to call support Babang Operation Dudula and request support. I'm not a member, but request support. What's my? I've expressed my opinion about Operation Dudula. Which one of their marches and operations where they have broken a law? Rejoice, Mr. President. Halina Nitilun. Your time is up, Mr. President. The security of this country is at stake. Because in this country, the building senator Johannesburg dilapidated. It is because of them. On actually Brist Street and issue an explosion. No. The building dilapidated. We marked it because a brother how that the president G20 in Johannesburg. And you act surprised. Oh no, we can't allow the city to be like this. And yet you've been coming to Lutile House. You can't tell me you are not aware that this the city is deteriorating because of illegal foreigners in the country. As a matter of fact, between you and Nasipi Mwa is doing exactly what needs to be done in a city. She's a better leader than you, Mr. President. You are not the president of the people, for the people, by the people. You are a president of the comrades, for the comrades, by the comrades. As a matter of fact, ANC has become a movement of, it has become a movement of the comrades, for the comrades, by the comrades, for their corruption. Lads, I'm telling you.
South Africa for South Africa.
If you have watched to this moment, thank you. Drop your opinion. Remember, this channel does not support any hate speech or any violence. Please subscribe to this very channel so that I can bring you more update on what is going on in Africa.